Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel eddieinreadingland. My name is Eddie and today I'm bringing you an unboxing. Ooh, so excited! Okay guys, so like I said in the introduction, I'm bringing you an unboxing and we are unboxing the Cloth Doll Tarot by New Round or Star Wheel. I'm still not pretty sure who they go for. I think that Star Wheel is their name on the US and New Round is their production name. I'm 80% certain that I'm 100% sure that that's correct. But as in any case, I did open up this. Well, I didn't open it. I just used the scissors and cut it out so that we don't see you guys don't see me doing it on camera. But I'm really excited. This tarot actually was gifted to me by my mom for Christmas. It just took a little while to come here to the US. I'm not really sure why, but as you can see, it's very well wrapped. And I'm very thankful when they do that because I really want my tarot to be in the best condition as possible, especially if it's traveling overseas. Okay, so here it is. I don't know if you guys watched my video on the tarot that I just wanted. And this is one of those tarot that I wanted. And I think my mom, I asked my mom and she was like, sure, I'll get it for you for Christmas. I do have to say a little warning. If you have koumpounophobic, you may want to avoid watching this because we're going to see a lot of dolls with buttons as eyes. And so you have been warned. The reason why I really wanted this tarot deck is because it reminds me of Coraline, and Coraline is probably my favorite middle grade book, and I just love the movie as well. It's so good. It's so good. It's very terrifying when you think about it, and when you are looking at some of the scenes in the movie, it's also very terrifying. But this is not about Coraline. This is about the Cloth Doll Tarot, and you know what? I think I have. Do I? Yes, I do. I know I have some. There we go. I'll keep the stuff handy so that I'm able to do this. But as you guys can see, it's also wrapped like this. And, oh goodness, I love the box. It's a very sturdy box. And here we have the introduction for the cards. I did, well, I'm not me. My mom did purchase the collector's edition. And let's see, this one includes an instruction manual apparently. But I love the gingham. Even though I really don't like gingham, it's actually pretty appropriate for this tarot in my opinion. But here we go. Let's see. Let's open it up. More gingham. Oh, look, there's an encryption here. It says, "The cloth doll, brimming with adventurous spirit, like you must choose and embrace the challenge." Ooh, love that. Okay, so let's. Oh, there we go. Something more. Oh, they really went wild with the gingham. I love that. Yellow tarot. Okay, so I have the cards over here, but let's look at the guidebook. I'm pretty sure that it will have this in both English and Chinese. Let's see. Yes, I was right. But I am unfortunately unable to read Chinese, but I am able to read English, sort of. Let's see. There's the introduction. I wonder if we get who the artist for this was. Because sometimes they do tell us who the artist for this is, but no, I don't see it. As in any case, you guys know that I will very much read the guidebook for the cloth doll tarot, because that's what I do. But as you guys can see, it's very there are reproductions of the cards, so that's good, but that's very small. And we have about the same information for the minors that we do for the major arcana, so that's good. Okay, perfect. Yep. Okay, so moving on to the tarot. And here I am struggling again when I have perfectly good scissors over here that I can use so that I can avoid struggling. Okay, so let's see. Okay, and here are the backs. Let me bring this a little closer, guys, so that we can better see the cards. There we go. As you guys can see, the back is reversible, and I love this cloth effect that we see here on the back. These seem to be some sort of berries, I want to say, maybe? And this seems to be a sort of tablecloth in the background. As you guys can see, this is also gilded in this very... oh. I wonder what that is. It's not chipping off yet, but you guys know that this sort of gilding will chip off eventually because the metallic just doesn't hold at all. But I mean, I really do like it. It's really pretty, especially if it catches yellow in the light, so it has a bit of a yellow bias. But it is orange. It's this a coppery orange. But okay. I'm so excited and so grateful to my mom that she bought me this. Here we have the Fool. And as you guys can see, we have, these are actually ragdolls. They're ragdolls that have, and these are hand-drawn. Very much like this. I love the stitching, that you can see the stitching. I love that. That is like really cool effect. Here we have the Magician. They're so cute. The reason why I wanted to purchase this tarot, or the reason why I wanted this tarot, because I didn't purchase it, my mom did. I love this High Priestess. It has a little bit of a darkness to her. I love that. I love the little blue flowers over here. Oh, this is gorgeous. I love her. Reminds me of a maiden version of Hecate. Sorry, what I was saying, the reason why I wanted this tarot was because I am starting my practice with working with my inner child. I have started the practice again, and I really wanted to acquire tarot that were childish like this, but that was able to work with it, and that had a little bit of a darker theme to it, like this one. As you guys can see, ooh, look at that Emperor. What is this over here? That's fascinating. But yeah, so this is the reason why I actually bought this. Well, that and because it does remind me a lot of Coraline and that cloth doll aesthetic that I like. It also has a hint of voodoo doll to it that I really much enjoy. So there's that. Oh, I like that we have very androgynous looking lovers. That's different. Well, no, that's shouldn't say different. That's unexpected to see. I think this is a heart over here. Yeah, oh, that's pretty cool. I very much like the colors. It's very vibrant. As you guys can see, the colors are popping out very well. They're saturated very, very much. So I really like that. Oh, I like this chariot. We usually see a chariot. In this case, we're just seeing a knight. And I noticed that the knight is carrying a pet and is also on the horse. This looks like a lighter version of the Death card. I haven't... Oh, there are more doggies over here. Oh, that's pretty cool. I love canines. I never considered the Chariot being a brighter, lighter version of the Death card. I'm gonna look at this a little later and probably journal about it. Okay, so here we have the Strength card. Oh, love that. For some reason, there's this tendency, or I have seen it in other tarot, more recent tarot, where we see the woman representing strength hugging or embracing the beast. In this case, this little kitty. But I kind of like that for the Strength card. Here we have the beautiful Hermit. I love that they're carrying a book. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. Oh, I love that it's reversible, and there's a theme of time in it. I love when the Wheel of Fortune has a theme of time, and I also like the fact when wheels seem like they're actually turning or that they could turn. I very much like that. Here we have Justice. And I see the scales over here, but I don't see... Oh, okay. So the scales are coming down over here instead of up. Okay, yeah, that's highly unusual, but I do like the fact that we have really big scales, even though the scales are not the focus of the image. Here we have the Hangman. Well, he looks a little bit happy for a hangman. Here's Death. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, I like this very, very much. As you guys can see, we have a skeleton, and there is a human side, or a flesh, or the body that has been left behind over here, or that is, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's tearing off. That sounds very gory. But the body is being replaced or taken out, taken from the skeleton. I don't know how else to say it without sounding gory. Here's Temperance. I like this Temperance card. And guys, the cards are actually flexible, and they're really good quality. They feel like they're thin and well, they're very flexible, but they're actually very sturdy. I don't know how else to explain that. Here we have the very naughty devil. I love that. And again, I love the fact that we have very androgynous. Well, all of these dolls are quite androgynous. But I like when we see androgyny in the devil and also in the Lover's cards. Here we have the Tower card. Oh, this is fascinating. The tower is still standing, but there's a lot of upheaval around the tower, and there seems to be these people. Are they part of the building? Oh, they are part. This is part of the building. I'm sorry. These are not people, guys. This is part of the building. And we do see a blackbird over here with a halo. And there is a doll here that's fallen. I like the fact that the tower is still standing. Here we have the beautiful Star card. Oh, that's really beautiful. We have an Amphora over here. Love the colors. Here we have the Moon. Oh, beautiful Moon card. Wow. Love the fact that we have the moon faces. I love that or this being, I believe she's a she, I could be wrong, but this being is sort of the spirit. And I'm unsure if you guys are able to notice, but this over here in the bottom of the card, oh, we have another canine. Yay! Love doggies. But there seems to be other spirits, either minor souls or spirit over here in at the bottom of the card. I love this blue. This is a marvelous blue. I wonder. Oh, wait a minute. I think this is. It's not blue. It's purple. Yeah, it's purple, guys. It just looks bluish in the camera. Here we have the sun card. Oh, I love how dynamic this looks. This is probably inspired by a huntress. I don't want to say Artemis because Artemis is related to the moon, but I'll read the guidebook and get back at you guys. But this is gorgeous. I like that this person is the sun. Here we have Judgment. Oh wow, this is a very good Judgment card. Sort of like a person who fixes these dolls, or another doll who is fixing these dolls. That's actually pretty insightful. Here we have the beautiful World card. She seems so happy. I very much like this World card. Okay, and then we go to the Ace of Wands, and here we have the first of the aces. And they did change the hand to a doll, which is probably appropriate due to the theme. Here we have the Two of Wands. As I'm sorry, guys. As you guys can see, this is a very Rider-Waite-Smith deck. It's inspired by the Rider-Waite-Smith. I love the ship in the Three of Wands over here. I like the fact that depicts a sort of taking action in your, or taking those first steps through the journey. I love that. Here we have the Four of Wands. Oh, this is nice. I really like this Four of Wands. I often forget that, you know, having tea and reading a book is an act of celebration of yourself, especially me, because I do this, guys. I actually sit down with tea and read. That's what I do. And I feel very much within my authentic self when I do that. Hopefully that makes sense. Here we have the Five of Wands. And ooh, these ones are, they have become weapons. Oh wow. Here we have the Six of Wands. And as you guys can see, we can definitely see some victory here. Well, this person has been victorious. And then we have the Seven of Wands. I like that they were able to make the expressions on the dolls really convey the feeling of the card. That's pretty cool. We have the Eight of Wands. Oh, okay. So this Eight of Wands, usually I would like some sort of, but they look like the wands are stagnant. They don't look like they're actually moving or going anywhere. I do like that movement, that dynamism in the Eight of Wands. It just makes more sense. I'm not really sure why this seems so at a standstill. It could be a shadowed version of the Eight of Wands, but I don't think so. The colors are incredibly bright for that. Here we have the Nine of Wands. And the 10. Let's see. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. Okay, here we have the Page of Wands. Oh, I thought this was another bird, but it's just the wing over here. At least this page looks like they're very enthusiastic, and they're going forward. They're on their way. They're in their journey, right? I like the Page of Wands representing enthusiasm, motivation, and I can see that over here. We have the Knight of Wands. Not very sure why we covered their face. Oh, I love this. And again, I like that the Knight, we can see movement in the Knight. it's a night scene, which is quite different for the wands. Here we have the beautiful Queen of Wands. Oh my, look at the little lioness. That's so cute. And the king. Very stern, serious king. Look at the little lion. It's so cute. Okay, so we follow on with the Ace of Cups. I very much like how they are doing this, the effect of water. Here we have the Two of Cups. Again, thank you for the androgyny. Very much enjoy that. Okay, let's see. The Three of Cups. Ooh, we rarely get to see goats in the tarot. I very much like this. I mean, the goats don't seem to be celebrating anything, or they, but they seem to be joined together in community, so that's good. We have the Four of Cups. Very nice. I used to do this when I was a kid. I used to go into a branch, climb up a tree into a branch, and just read a book. Here we have the Five of Cups. Oh, wow. As you guys can see, I'm not really sure if you noticed, but this person does not have any feet, so they don't have that grounding, and I very much enjoy that. There is a lack of grounding in the Five of Cups. That's why it's such a grieving card. It's such a sad card. It's a card that makes us release the emotion negatively, and I can see that over here. There's a lack of ground that happens when we're releasing emotions, and that's totally fine. And I like that that's being portrayed over here. We have the Six of Cups. Oh, I like the little bunnies. Is this? I think this is another bunny, guys, over here. We have the Seven of Cups. And we seem to have a divine being over here contemplating the options in this Seven Cups. So for those of us who like the options available inside the cups, here it is. I usually relate the Seven of Cups to more greenish colors, not yellow. Not that I don't like this, because this is actually absolutely beautiful. But it's different to see such a bright yellow in contrast with such a dark auburn red. Here we have the Eight of Cups. So this is very beautiful, but I don't see, or I don't have a feeling of escapism or a feeling of going away. There seems to be more a feeling of uncovering something. We have the Nine of Cups. Oh, I love this. This is very nice. I very much enjoy this. As you guys can see, there is some sort of there's some sort of goodies over here in the bottom, but the banner for the Nine of Cups it's not, we're not able to see very well what it is, but it's still a very beautiful image. I love the fact that there is an ascension to the cups in the Nine of Cups, because that's exactly how happiness feels. And I want to reiterate something that I've said before on the channel, that happiness is a feeling, happiness is not a goal. So it's better to when you set goals, not set happiness as your goal. Here we have the Ten of Cups. See, I love this. I love this family, this togetherness, this found family, actually, because they seem to be different. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups. Wow. This is so cool. I very much love this. You can see the little fishies over here jumping. We have the Knight of Cups, who is a bit uncovered, at least more than the Knight of Wands. To be perfectly honest with you guys, I really like this Knight of Cups because they remove the romance from it, and I know that more people are probably not gonna like that, but I actually do enjoy that very much. So, and I love how dull and not, well, maybe not dirty, but the colors are very earthy. So it's also grounding, that Knight of Cups, which definitely grounding is something that the Knight of Cups lacks for sure. We have the Queen of Cups. Oh, that's beautiful. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. That's so good. And here we have the King of Cups. I very much like the fact that he is reading something. I'm not really sure what that is. They look like blueprints. Now we go to my favorite suit, the Swords. And since it's a Rider-Waite-Smith deck, I'm probably going to see the usual 3 of Swords and the usual 10 of Swords. But I love this Ace of Swords. I love the fact that we have this flock of birds here carrying branches to the sword. This is fascinating. Wow. We have the Two of Swords. Ooh, very dramatic Two of Swords. Here we have the oh wow, okay. I actually expected something gentler, something cuter for the Three of Swords. Usually in these decks we don't see this. I believe this is the gory version of the cloth dolls. We have the Four of Swords. Resting, asleep, a good sleep. Oh, you know, now that I'm looking at this card, I never have made the connection that the Four of Swords is also the how can I explain this? The good twin of the Nine of Swords. It seems like the Four of Swords is that good rest, that time for meditation, the time for focus, and the time for you to actually take a break, right? Versus the Nine of Swords being something, being the lack of sleep, the insomnia, being these nightmares that are trying to devour your sense of safety, your sense of self. So it's fascinating that I'm making a lot of connections like that using this deck. Or not using this deck, seeing this deck for the first time. Five of Swords. So this looks more like a Five of Wands, but it still works with the Five of Swords. There's still, there's still a challenge here. Six of Swords. I believe if you guys would follow along here, this is a boat. They're in a boat. They're actually laying on a boat, both of them, and we don't really see where they're going. And I actually kind of like that for the Six of Swords, because there's a little well, actually, we don't know where the boat is going in the regular Six of Swords either. But I love the fact that we see a doggy over here, like taking a companion with you. I like that. I love that. Here we have the Seven of Swords. Ooh, burning the swords. Wow. This person went a little bit, took a step further in their oh, I just noticed that they're also seem to have cut themselves from the chain. So this person has been released from something or someone. Wow. Here we have the Eight of Swords. Love the red. I like that we have swords in the foreground and swords in the background. Here we have the Nine of Swords. Eesh. Somebody is really having a bad dream. Yeah. Unusual that we see a unicorn in the Nine of Swords. And here we have the Ten of Swords. Wow. Yeah, usual Ten of Swords. I like the fact that the doll is actually not stabbed. As if there's a reprieve or an out of this situation, even though it's a very dire situation. There's an out. So, Page of Swords. And here we have the Knight of Swords. This is the card that I associate most with myself. I very much like this. I like the earth tones for the Knight of Swords. And I like the fact that he also seems like he's going somewhere, that he's moving. I am missing the horse though. Not that needs to be a horse, but here we have the Queen of Swords. Ooh, I like that the Queen of Swords also seems like actually she seems like she's gliding on top of a city. But I love the sparkles, and I like the fact that the Queen is actually going out there and doing something. Is that the same for the King? Yeah, same for the King. They're out there, they're probably meeting their people, and they're chatting with their people, they're able to defend themselves. This is very beautiful. Okay, so here we have the Ace of Pentacles. And here we're also missing the Cloth Doll Tarot. I think this is a mouse over here, guys. There's a mouse in the Ace of Pentacles. Here we have the Two of Pentacles. This is a very elaborate doll. They have a very elaborate dress on. And here we have the Three of Pentacles. Oh, wow. They have done something very different for some of the cards. See, for this Three of Cups, I can see harmony. I can see growth, but I don't see collaboration. I don't see how people are collaborating here or cooperating with each other. I can see that there are tools for that. I don't know what happened in this story. It'll be fascinating to find out. Here we have the Four of Pentacles. Oh, he seems very happy with the resources that he has acquired. Here we have the Five of Pentacles. Ooh. Yeah, that's exactly how the Five of Pentacles feels like a deer caught in a very dire situation. Like you're not able to go anywhere. I like the Five of Pentacles. I relate the Five of Pentacles with making bad decisions or making mistakes more than I do poverty or penury or worry. I associate it more with worry than poverty, but it definitely could mean that as well. I like this. This is a very to the point, very bad situation. We have the Six of Pentacles. And we seem to have another angel over here, providing nourishment to these birds, which I believe they're doves. Here we have the Seven. Oh, I love the growth in the Seven of Pentacles. This is my favorite depiction of the Seven. when we are able to see growth. That's how I best like the Seven of Pentacles to be depicted. And I love the fact that we have birds over here as well, taking advantage of this growth. That's awesome. Love that. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and we have an explorer. Actually, yeah, well, they can definitely be an explorer, but they're more of a student or an erudite sort of person, and I like that. It takes a lot of skill to study. Actually, and it takes a lot of time. I love that too, to acquire information, and honing your skills does take a lot of time, and it does take this sort of studious attitude. Very motivating, but very disciplined. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is one of the cards in the deck. Actually, this is the main card in the deck that made me really want the Clothville Tarot, because there is a very apparent shadow side to this Nine of Pentacles. And yes, this person is secure, they're independent, there is resources surrounding them, but they are blind to them. As if one of two things, they don't care or they're not aware of them. And that awoke a different sort of feeling that I had for the Nine of Pentacles that I had not considered before, especially in shadow. When we have all of these things and we are not able to appreciate them, we don't want to appreciate them, we take them for granted because they're there, it just completely turned my view and added this whole new layer for the Nine of Pentacles. And also, it's a really beautiful card, of course, but here it is. Here's the Nine of Pentacles that is the main reason why I wanted this deck. And here we have the Ten of Pentacles. And I like that we have another goat. They seem to be, there seem to be goats and bunnies and kitties. We have seen felines. Okay, so here we have the Page of Pentacles. Now that I've seen all the pages, I don't know if you guys noticed, but they all have these little feathers or wings in their hats. There's also what appears to be water over here. Wonder what's going on there. Here we have the Knight of Pentacles, and here we have another knight that's not on a horse. I love that the knight is walking on a field. That's amazing. This is the court card that I most associate with prudence, patience, waiting. Here we have the beautiful... Oh, I love her hair. Look at that hair. Wow. Queen of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles over here. Very lush. So much greenery. Growth. Yes, I love that. Managing resources in the best way that we can. Love that. Okay. So, let's just read from the guide. See, what is this thing over here? It just won't go away. Let us shuffle the deck. By the way, guys, if you are a riffle shuffler, this deck is probably going to be inordinately good for that, because it's really, really flexible, and it's very durable too. So you won't have a problem with riffle shuffling the deck. I just don't riffle shuffle decks anymore. But let's see. Let's just choose a card and read from the guidebook. Okay. Let's see. We have the Five of Wands. Ooh, fiery, conflicting card. Okay, guys, let's see. Three of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. 5 tools each hold a wand. There is conflict and cooperation among them. Upright. Conflict is unavoidable. In the process of cooperation, the tools may experience disagreements until they reach a consensus, affecting the efficiency of the journey. Reverse. The tools adopt a more open approach to their actions. They become more inclusive and willing to compromise. So as you guys can see, it's a very Rider-Waite-Smith, and it's a very little information as well. So even though I would consider this a beginner sort of deck, you probably would need a book to accompany your studies of the tarot if this is one of the first decks that you will choose. But I'll... Oh, whoops. Let me see. There we go. Why do I keep doing that? Okay, guys. So there it is. There is the unboxing of the Clockbill Tarot by New Round or Star Wheel. Not very sure. But hopefully you guys like this deck. Let me know in the comments below which ones were your favorite cards. I would like to know about it. Also, let me know if you would consider getting this deck for yourself. I always like to engage with you guys in the comments. So, but as in any case, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, YouTube. I had to clap for Daddy so that he knows how to do whatever it is that he does in the editing process. I don't know. Well, today I'm drinking my protein instead of my electrolytes. Great. Now I'm a gym bro.